Hello everybody, this is Simeonski again, and today I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about the player prompt. What is this, what can you do with it, and yeah, let's go for it. We're inside our maker room again, and we are looking for the player prompt. What does this do? Type in prompt, and it's called prompt local player. Amen. So prompt local player. What does this do? This is the one option you have to actually receive an input from a player that you can use throughout the room, basically. I used it, for example, to reset the player values and to ask the player to enter yes before he can do that, or you can use that for escape room games. Like, I did it for one of my escape room games where people had to find out some things, and they had some rooms, and they got a question for every room, and they had to figure out the answer. So the answer was kind of hidden in the room in a way. Like they had to count something in the room, or they had to just, yeah, answer a question or whatever. Yeah, something like this you can do with this player prompt. But what I want to do now is just have a text box. Let's have a text box here. And set it with whatever the player may enter here. So it's super easy. You have a button, you push the button, the player is prompted, you will soon see how this works. And you have a prompt title here that you can set. Let's say we call it just text box. Done. And then we have a prompt which would be the explanation. Put your phrase inside the text box. So let's do like that. And then there's some outputs here. One is, the first one is just the pass-through basically. So this will happen exactly when the prompt is triggered. But we have a second one that's called complete. So we want to wait for the player to complete the prompt before this is continuing, and then whatever the player enters will set a new text to the text box. We also have a failed option, so let's add something to this already now. And there is a sub. Let's use the player show subtitle function for this. And just connect this here, and let's call this input failed. So if I do something wrong, then it will just tell me input failed. Yeah, that's it. So let's see how this works. So I push this button. Oh, let's maybe. And then the player prompt is opening. So how do people see the player prompt? They have to look at their watch. It's vibrating. And then you can see it's called text box, and it asks you put your phrase inside the text box, and I will put my phrase, which is text box and go to OK. And then the text should be text box as I entered. So this is a way you can let people add in their own values, for example text, but it can also be numbers that they can add. Of course, you would have to, if they put numbers, you would have to change them to use them into an integer value or something like this, but this is possible. There's boxes like that you can phrase a text to an integer or something like that. Yeah, or you can do something which I will do now. You can ask questions and just allow one answer to be the right one. How do you do this? Oh, let's maybe do the failed thing. So if I cancel, it will tell me input failed. So, or if something goes wrong, it will also tell me this. Yeah, but it's basically if I cancel. So basically this will mostly only happen if you don't put anything and if the person chooses cancel. So let's move this now to make it more easy. Let's move this as well. So what we're gonna do now is we want to ask the person something and they can only answer yes or no. Oh no, they can only answer yes. If they answer anything else, it will fail. How do we do this? It's super easy. We use an if chip again. And then we use a chip that's called equal. That's how easy it is. So we, after complete, we will check the response, whatever, and then if it equals yes, done. We tell it to continue. Let's do again subtitles here. It's the easiest. And we will have, I will make two subtitles now, one for the right input and one for the wrong. So we have the if chip. If the person puts in yes, then the subtitle will be that is right. So, and else, if the response is anything else than yes, then we will call them wrong. Just as an example. So what will be happening now? We can check it out already. So I push it, I get the notification, and I put in Simeonski, which is of course not the thing it's expecting, and it will tell me right away wrong. So I try it again, put in yes, that is right. Okay, this is how you can set up a player prompt, and you can change anything with this. You can, for example, also change some values. You can let people add values or add their name or whatever. So this is a way you can force people to put in stuff, like answer questions or something like this. If you have an escape room style game, where people have to find out some riddles or something like this. But it's also a way to get input from a player that you can use throughout the room and that you can show on displays or whatever, something like this. Thank you guys for watching again. As always, like and subscribe, and visit my extra room that I built to show off the things that you can do and to give you a little bit insight, especially when the circuits come up, that you can just check out, make a selfie, post it, whatever, and yeah, see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.